Before the Romans ever expanded beyond the city of Rome, their neighbors were people called the Etruscans. Now, the Etruscans were Paleo-Europeans, which means that they were there in Europe long before any other Indo-European peoples showed up. They were there before the Greeks, the Romans, the Celts, the Germanic tribes. And the Etruscans played a really important role in the history of Rome, influencing Romans not just culturally, but linguistically as well. The Roman alphabet that we still use today was adopted by the Romans from the Etruscans. Unfortunately, even though the Romans and the Greeks wrote a lot about the Etruscans, and we have over 13,000 inscriptions in the Etruscan language, we still don't know much about the language. Almost all of the inscriptions are really short, and we just don't know the vocabulary of the language, so we can read the inscriptions, but we have no idea what they say. This is one of the longest inscriptions we have, and it's only 130 words long, and we can only translate parts of it. The Etruscan language might have been related to the Rhaetic language spoken in the Alps, or the Lemnian language spoken on the Isle of Lemnos, but unfortunately we don't know anything about those languages either, so that doesn't help us figure out what's going on in Etruscan. One of the few words we do know in Etruscan is the word fersu, meaning mask. And that word might have been borrowed into Latin as the word persona, which originally referred to a persona in a play, a character, a dramatization, but later came to refer to any human being or person in general. This word later developed into the word personne in Old French, and then we borrowed that into English as our modern word for person. So I think it's really cool that one of our most basic words, the word for person, wasn't even originally an English or Germanic word, and it lets us peer into the deep history of pre-Indo-European Europe. Like this video if you think that's cool too.